Well, just within the last 3 hours, investigators say there was at least one person on the plane that crashed into a Brooklyn Park home yesterday. Tonight, U.S. Bank releasing a statement saying they believe it was their vice chair and chief administration officer, Terry Dolan, who the plane was registered to. The company sent us a statement saying in part, at this time we are unable to confirm whether he was on board, but we believe he was. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends and anyone who may have been affected by yesterday's tragic incident. However, KARE 11 is still waiting to hear from the coroner's office to release the name of the person that was killed in that crash. Joe McCoy has been at the scene all day today, joining us with the very latest. Hey there, Joe.
Hey Morgan, Brooklyn Park has turned this investigation over to the NTSB, who arrived on scene around 9:30 this morning. This is still the very early hours of this investigation. However, we did learn some new information from authorities as well as from the homeowner. As the snow falls in Brooklyn Park, investigators from the NTSB and FAA begin their investigation into Saturday's plane crash that destroyed a home and killed those on board.
Current information we have is that there was one individual on board.
NTSB investigator Tim Sorensen says a preliminary report will be released in 10 to 14 days.
Every accident is unique. We look at the unique circumstances and document every accident.
71 Mike Bravo inbound on the RNAV 9er.
Air traffic control issued a low altitude alert to the pilot before the crash.
November 721 Mike Bravo, low altitude alert, check your altitude immediately and okay altimeter 29993.
They received no response. The homeowner tells me she was walking her dog when the crash occurred. Her husband was in the kitchen. She says this is the only place he could have been to make it out alive. They are still in shock and are taking things one day at a time.
It impacted the house almost on top of the roof.
The remaining pieces of the aircraft were towed away and taken to a secure location to be examined. The official identification of the pilot will be released by the Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office at a later date.
And there's been a number of people who, family, friends, loved ones who's experienced significant loss, and they are our priority.
Power was restored around 1 this morning to all of the homes that lost it. The Brooklyn Park Fire Chief confirms that there were no injuries to anyone in the community, as well as no injuries to any of the firefighters. Morgan.
All right, thanks, Joe. And as Joe just mentioned there, federal investigators beginning to look into this crash. It will take them some time to find answers. Raya Katene has more now on what that investigation will look like.
Morgan, crews on the ground now have a massive task of trying to figure out why this plane went down. The NTSB says it's investigating three main things: the pilot, the aircraft, and the conditions outside. That means going through flight tracking data, air traffic communications, maintenance records, weather forecasts, and a lot more. The agency is also asking any witnesses or anyone with surveillance video that could help the investigation to contact them. The NTSB says they should release a preliminary report on the crash in around 30 days, but a full report could take up to 2 years to complete.